What's up guys, Sam Legend here, back again with another One Piece Treasure Cruise video, and in today's video we'll be going over the newly released Clash Summer Jinbe, or V2 Jinbe, whichever one you want to call them. So this is the Clash out right now, along with the OnePieceTC summer events. This unit, like the stats of the unit, they're pretty good. He's going to be like a, off the top of my head if I can remember now, a 3-turn damage reduction, paralysis, and burn reducer, but he has double special activation, so it's actually 6 turns. He also does defense now conditional boosts and everything. He's a pretty solid unit. The Clash itself, though, is pretty difficult. And obviously, he's supposed to use the summer units with them, but I honestly, you honestly don't need them. I think the only one that's probably like needed is the treasure map Frankie. He's like really good for this clash right here, which you're going to see in this video. So I have 3 teams for you guys today. One of them using Yamato, another one using Super Tan and Luffy, and another one using Roger, which I haven't used in a while. So without any further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, starting off, we're going to be looking at this Yamato and Straw Hat crew team right here that I made. This is the first team I actually cleared this thing with, and it somehow worked. So on stage 3, we're going to have Chopper, who's going to have 4 million HP. It's going to be a quick unit. So this whole clash is made up of Dex and Int units, so make sure you have a good variety of of Dex and Psi units on your team so you can deal with all the colors. So on stage 3, we have Chopper, who's going to get a perfect barrier for 2 hits for 3 turns. He's going to give us blindness for 3 turns. And he's going to introduce to us the super block slots. Now, these work just as like regular block slots. They're hard to change, and for them being super means they even like specials that get rid of block orbs cannot get rid of these super block slots. Also, they reduce your your attack by even bigger division than regular block slots. I think I said like 1/4 of your attack is going to be dealt. So it really hurts you. So here we're going to be using Yamato after we've gotten our super swap out of Ace and Sabo to keep our Wano slots. Now, we're going to keep Wano slots for the rest of this run. And we have a bunch of orb locking specials and supports active during this whole run, so we can keep these Wano slots. So on stage 4, we're going to be introduced to Sanji and Zoro as an Int unit with 30 million HP. It's insane for a raid boss anyway. This seems more like an arena, honestly. But so they're going to have 30 million HP, and what they're going to do is they're going to be immune to everything except increased damage taken. So if you want to, you can use Yamato on this stage, or any special that does increase damage taken to the enemy. They're also going to put up a 6-turn defense up, and they're going to give you a chain down, while also saying that your attack is going to be lowered if your chain goes below a 2.5 or above a 4 times chain. So this is where the Frank is going to be good here. He's going to get rid of the defense up, and he's going to lock your chain for 3.5 times to make it to where it's like in between the 2.5 and 4 times, so you don't get your attack lowered. And then we're going to use Ace and Sabo here to give us an orb boost, and this should enable us to kill them along with the super type of Yamato there. On stage 5, what's going to happen is that we're going to get Jinbe, and Jinbe is going to turn into a quick unit, and he also has a revive, which really sucks. So initially, what he's going to do is he's going to be immune to everything, not everything, defense down and delay. So you can do anything else to him, just not defense down and delay to him at all. He's going to give you 1 turn of normal attacks only, which is really weird, but reason being is because if you wanted to wait the turn out, you don't want to, trust me. He's going to also put up a 5-turn damage reduction. He's also going to bind the bottom row for 8 turns, which goes down to 5 after sockets. He's going to special reverse the crew, and then he's going to give us block slots. So as you can see, we dealt with all that using the Nami from the Stampede badge, reducing our specials. Then we use Straw Hat crew to give us the rest of our boosts. And then we used the Kazuda Clash Carrot Ray Recruits to lock our slots once again, and to get rid of the damage reduction. With all that, we're actually able to kill Jinbe there. Now, like I said, he does revive. When he does revive, he revives to around like 15 million, 17 million of his HP. He's also going to swap our captain with a random crewmate, give us more block slots, and then change to an Int unit. Now, luckily for us, all these units can be switched into the captain and still beat Jinbe. Luckily enough. So you should have no problem with this team beating Jinbe here. And like I said, with the locking of our Wano slots, we were able to basically avoid all of the orb changes here. So for the next team, we're going to be looking at Roger and Super Type Law. So the way this team works is that on stage 3, we're going to be doing the same thing for the other team too. We're going to wait until the remove SFX is on turn 2, because on the next stage it will be removed for us. We don't have to worry about it at all. But for this one here, we're going to be using Shanks Crew and Kinemon and Denjiro for the switch abilities. For one, Shanks Crew is going to give us an attack boost, and the Kinemon Denjiro is going to give the enemy lowered resistance against slasher units, which basically every single unit on here is, except for the rare recruit Apu. Now, it is very key that you end killing Chopper while both, well, not really both, but yeah, both Kinemon and Shanks Crew as their quick units, because when you get to stage 4, what's going to happen is that when you get unfavorable slots from the Sanji and Zoro, I don't know if I mentioned that in the last team, but you do get unfavorable slots. When you get those unfavorable slots, you get int slots if you're any Psy unit, and Shanks and Kinemon Denjiro they don't have any way to get matching slots if they're int units, in the sense of, like, if there was no way to get rid of that slot, you would have to be stuck for that slot for that turn. So it's just helpful to be the quick unit, especially for Shanks Crew, because he has no way of changing his orb. And so with under Law's captain ability, he makes primary colored orbs beneficial. So the Dex orb he has right there is beneficial for us, so that we can use him to attack Sanji and Zoro here. Now, we're going to be using their special to give the crew a 3.5 times chain. They're really good here too, while also giving us the 1.5 attack boost, and then the Kinemon Denjiro is going to get rid of the defense up for us, while giving us an orb boost and a base attack boost here. Now, on the final stage, what's gonna happen here is that we have to be really particular about which super type special we activate here, because like I said, on the revive, Jinbe is going to swap out your captain with a random crewmate. So you want to use Roger's super type here first, and then on the revive use Law's super type, because both of their super types actually do get rid of block slots for the whole crew. So that's why I'm using both of them as a captain here. Now, if you don't have the Roger but you have the Law, you can definitely switch them out and switch places with them. All you have to do is move the support that's on Zoro, which is the limited rare recruit Shirahoshi from the first last tap patch with the trio, and just put it on her instead, and then basically just do like I do here and activate your captain super type, and then on the revive activate the friend captain super type. Either way, you have to activate yours first. Now, this team actually did pretty well. I was actually surprised this team was going to do well. I actually had some trouble because I kept getting binded on the bottom row, and I kept putting Apu and Zoro down there, and they both got binded, so I wasn't able to get rid of the bind or the special reverse. So just make sure that the units you want to use to get rid of bind and special reverse are in the middle row, so you're actually able to get rid of those debuffs there. And now for the last team, we're going to be looking at a double Super Tandem Luffy team. So this team actually performed really, really well. It performed really easily. So on stage 3, basically, like I said, for like the last video, we're going to be waiting until turn 1 or 2 of the remove SFX, and we're going to move on to the next stage. On stage 4, what's going to happen is that we're going to use Frankie again, like we did on the first team, to get rid of the defense up and the chain, and give us a chain lock for 3.5 times, so we can avoid the chain down debuffs, the attack down chain debuffs. Then we're going to use Super Tandem Luffy's special to give us a full board of tandem slots, which are going to count as matching, and he's also going to give us an orb boost there, and that essentially lets us beat that stage 4 there. Now on stage 5, what's going to happen is that we're going to be using the Sabo there to give us an attack boost and a chain boost for 2 turns, but under the Luffy ability, the Luffy captain ability actually extends it by like what 2 turns in total, I want to say. So it's about like we basically get to keep the attack. Is my point there, and then we can use our Luffy special to get rid of the block slots and give us matching slots. And I just forgot to mention that we have to use the super class specials of both Luffy's first, so we're able to actually use any of our specials. So we're going to be activating them both first when we get into that stage. And then we can use the treasure map Brook to, not treasure map, the Kazuna Brook to get rid of the damage reduction on Jinbe and also extend, I think he extends our boosts. I don't know if he did in this video, I didn't really check, but he's supposed to. Either way, you will need to use Law on the revive stage anyway, which gives you an orb boost, so it doesn't really matter too much. And he also will get rid of the block slots for you on the revive. And all of this should enable us to beat Jinbe here. So yeah, like I said, this clash was pretty difficult to build around, especially on the last stage. It was just a lot going on that you had to take care of. But I was able to manage making 3 teams, so yippee for me, I guess. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. It really helps the channel out, and I will see you guys in the next video.